everyone, Dr. Renee here. In this age where researchers perform gene splicing and doctors can restore sight with a tooth, and that's called osteoodontokeratoprosthesis, by the way, you'd think that the incredibly common medical conditions of depression and chronic pain would have solutions by now. But they don't. There's no pill you can take for either depression or chronic pain that promises to get you back to 100%. You have to participate. And in this post-pandemic age, now that we're no longer so isolated, we really need to be able to reconnect and engage with life. So what's going on here? More and more research is being published that suggests that both of these conditions, depression and chronic pain, are the result of what's been called brain on fire. And that's an immune reaction that's centered in your brain. So right now, we want you to know that there are solutions that you can start applying to help yourself. So let's listen in as Dr. Ramona describes modern and ancient techniques that can support your healing journey towards recovery. Hi, Dr. Ramona here. So what is a brain on fire? Dr. Renee mentioned that it's an immune response gone wild. What she didn't say was that this immune response gone wild is now thought to be the result of chronic inflammation. And if you have symptoms of unexplained depression or chronic pain, now is a great time. And this is a great opportunity for you to sit up, take note, and commit to jump-starting your search for healing solutions you can apply to positively impact your chronic inflammation. Why? Well, because there's no coincidences in life. And these synchronicities, like you coming to our channel and seeing this video, they happen for a reason. And we think that's a good thing. We think it means that the universe is trying to give you a heads up. So, inflammation is a necessary thing. It's for our survival. A healthy inflammatory response. It doesn't last for more than a few hours or days. And when it does go away, when the problem is solved that caused it, say you got a cut that you can see, or even a virus that you can't, it's either better or gone. But if it doesn't go away or is underground, then you need to understand that inflammation is really complicated. And if you've sustained some accumulated traumas in your life, traumas that you haven't really dealt with yet for whatever reason, research shows that inflammation can spread like a brush fire because it can travel to all these different pathways depending upon who you are uniquely, like allergies or food intolerances or celiac disease or bacterial infections, viruses, and of course the big one are emotions. And when inflammation does travel these different highways, the white blood cells and other chemicals find their way to your brain, overstimulate the microglia. And those are the central nervous system's immune cells. And that's what causes the term brain on fire. So what can you do? Obviously, figure out why it's happening and work to fix it, right? As integrative and frequency medicine specialists, Dr. Renee and I often support clients who have conditions caused by chronic inflammation, especially those who are mostly sedentary, don't eat right regularly, smoke, and abuse alcohol. All the physical things we Americans have been doing much more of during the pandemic, and all known causes of chronic inflammation. Now, these bad habits feed inflammation, a steady diet. And the problem is we also know that stress causes inflammation too, as does emotional distress or physical challenges. Your mind plays an increasingly critical role in healing your body. Not only are you what you eat, but you are quite literally what you think. So how can we use intention? Because Dr. Renee and I are really big on using intention to focus our energy and attention with an A on how to manage this chronic inflammation, since there's no magic pill you can take to get treatment that's guaranteed to bring you back to normal. Dr. Renee and I can offer you mind and body strategies that are aligned with our approach, that combine modern science with the learnings of ancient wisdom to douse that brain fire, or at least turn down that heat. Here are some common techniques that we can turn to. By common, we mean techniques most of us know we should be doing anyway, but for whatever reason we don't. For example, commit to a healthier diet, especially if you know you have soy or dairy or gluten allergies. Reduce alcohol intake. That's another one. Quit smoking. Take supplements if you need them, specifically with magnesium, vitamin D3, and omega-3s, because research shows that these support you if you're dealing with inflammation. You could add a daily intake of loose leaf green tea to your diet too, and exercise more, but regularly. And if you can, as exercise has been shown to lower this activation of the microglia. Those are the immune cells that are in the brain that cause that neuroinflammation. Energy frequency techniques can really work well to turn down the heat. These techniques have been recommended for years, and they seem to help. For example, you could try a disciplined regimen of acupuncture, healing touch, craniosacral therapy, and add meditation into that. And if you'd like more specific advice focused just on you for your particular concerns, check out our website or get in touch with us. You could try healing using sound. We talked a lot about sound solutions, why and how they work to positively impact inflammation in another one of our videos on dealing with long-haul COVID-19. I want you to take a look at that. Now, if there's one thing we can convey to you, your body-mind is a highly evolved and attuned biosystem of interacting communities at all different levels. And if you're willing to talk to your cells, they will respond. Dr. Renee and I offer a guided imagery meditation to help you with that very thing. It's called Dialogue with a Symptom. And as you listen and follow along, we help you activate the self-healing mechanisms of your own body during the 45 minutes of entrainment as you listen and follow along. And we'll guide you on how to use your imagination to communicate with your inner intuitive intelligence. And you can ask the questions and get answers that are just focused on you. Why are you sick? Why do you need to change to move into healing? What do you need to do? What small step, even one, can you take to help your cells understand that you're ready to commit to wellness? And what can they give you in return? This is a two-way street. Your body has been sending two messages to you for a long time. Listen up and do something, and we can be aware of that. You can become aware of those messages in ways that help you relieve symptoms and support your emotional and physical self-healing. Another energy frequency medicine you could try falls under the category of breathing solutions. Every feeling you experience is reflected in the depth, the length, and the type of breath you take. So when you're in chronic pain, or you're depressed, or you're too often unable to process life, and that causes grief, well, ancient wisdom suggests that simple pranayama meditation techniques you can do anywhere, anytime, to bring healing energy into your body, mind, and heart. So on the inhale, breathe into the physical and emotional pain. And we want you to do this consciously with attention on the breath. Hold it just a moment, and then intend that pain to release and flow out as you release your breath. Okay, so let's do it again. You breathe in to that pain, that intensity, communicate your desire to let it go, and then let it go. Watch it go. And as the oxygen goes, as the oxygen increases, inflammation decreases. And if you need more information about that, or you want to talk to us and help us walk you through it, give us a call. So today we talked to you about chronic neuroinflammation as a possible cause for depression and chronic pain. And then we presented a number of common solutions, sound-focused and breath-focused, mind, body, frequency, medicine approaches that offer you the opportunity to take back some of your own control on your healing journey. So some of them made common sense, like monitoring your diet if you're allergic to gluten. But some were rather surprising, right? Like using a guided imagery to talk to and get answers from your own cells. Now, applying any of these methods sends a signal, a heart signal, to the rest of your body-mind. And that signal is a frequency that tells your cells not only what you need, but also that you are 100% committed to healing happening for you. And that's what we want for you too. And so we're committed to helping you be your highest self. So take a moment, if you would, now, and tell us about your own healing journey and where you've been and where you're hoping to go. Now, which one of the methods that Dr. Ramona talked about intrigues you the most? Thank you so much for joining us for this session on what you need to know and what you can do to reduce chronic inflammation in your life. And we'd love to answer any questions you might have so that you can connect with us. Go ahead and check out our website at www.rolleihs.com, and we've provided a link for you below. We also invite you to learn and practice with us. So please subscribe and check out our other videos. We are the Roll Twins, and we connect science to ancient wisdom in downloads that offer you healing. So peace and love to you and yours.